Hey, everybody out there, how's it going? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time of day it is for you. Welcome to another episode of the Binge Watch Brigade. Here, as usual, Jim Bob Joe the Third, Ajax, and Jay-Z Big Johns. How you guys doing?
Let's go.
What's up?
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm doing all right.
Hell yeah,
Can't
man.
complain.
I do have to give a little warning. It is currently the 3rd of July when we're recording this, and there's a good chance there might be some pops and stuff outside because, people are like that.
Yeah, that is definitely a solid point to make. Sorry about the audio quality if that happens. But to scroll into what we just got done watching happen, Shangri-La Frontier Season 2. I have to put it out there really quickly. This season was much slower than Season 1.
Yeah.
That's like my first big take on this season is the season was just slow in my
There was
opinion.
more world building.
It was, but with how much world building and events they got done in Season 1, the fact that they couldn't replicate that at all in Season 2 is kind of a letdown. I expected us to go through a lot more, going to the cat world that we didn't get a chance to go to.
That's so disappointing.
Yeah, dude. I thought that's where we were going to go this season, and we didn't. So, if you remember, and if you watched, at the end of Season 1, Pencilgon, Kaido, and Sunraku defeated Weathermon, the Tomb Guard, one of the colossi of Shangri-La Frontier, which, if you haven't seen Shangri-La Frontier at all, what you're walking into is a massive MMO RPG called Shangri-La Frontier. In this world, there are... Basically, our version of gaming is now up to unbelievably sophisticated VR games, and there are different people who play AAAs and people who play trash games. And our main character, Sunraku, Rakuro is his real name. He is the king of trash gaming. He's somewhat of a celebrity in the trash gaming world. He decided to take on his first AAA title, which after seeing a poster for it in his local game shop, he decided to just jump on Shangri-La Frontier, which, speaking of, that's also where the unbeknownst to him love interest sees him all the time. And I swear, I could not wait for the combat master to start stepping up a little bit. Damn it.
Attack Master.
Attack Master. I don't know, man. At one point, they found out they mentioned Sunraku being a freak, and she kind of gets a little excited. I mean,
Yeah, that was a little off-putting.
she was like, "Oh, Sunraku, be yourself." Oh boy, what do you do in your spare time?
Think about Sunraku.
Right. So, if you haven't seen Season 1, absolutely recommend it. We all put it as a rewatch. For a couple of us, it was a rewatch. 100% absolutely recommend it. Season 2, I'm already putting this as just a recommend. I would almost say the only reason why I'm gonna rewatch Season 2 at this point is because I want to, if I'm on a replay of the whole show. I don't think I would.
3 comes out.
Yeah, I will be.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's a rewatch.
I will be having to rewatch Season 2.
Right. I don't want to say it's a rewatch, but I will be rewatching it when Season 3 comes out.
Right. Honestly, though, there was some cool things that happened in this season. So we start off pretty much where Season 1 ended, and Sunraku is trying to move through and find the pieces that he needs to make the mechs that he has in his inventorio that he unlocked after fighting Weathermon. He needs a magic operations unit, or the John, what do they call it?
It's magic operations unit or something like that.
Yeah, all I remember is operations unit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're looking for this piece, and there is a specific section of ruins that the group of Emil, Belok, Sunraku, and I always forget the cat's name.
I just want to forget it because we're not going to see his world, so I don't care.
I know.
Aramis.
That's it, Aramis. Which, by the way, I absolutely love his like Pepe Le Pew like love for Belock.
Right.
Just my fair maiden.
His voice actor is so good.
Oh, right? I know. He's honestly in a lot of stuff that I've actually really appreciated. Who's he in? One Piece.
Rook, the skeleton.
Oh, okay.
You haven't met him because you haven't watched far enough.
Yeah, I ride in a van with somebody who's obsessed with it every day.
Mm-hmm. He's
so
also. I think he was in. What's that? That Go show we watched.
Oh, Hikaru
no Go. Yeah, he was the Go master in his head. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Sai. That was his name. Pretty sure he voiced Sai.
We'll have to double check into that again.
Whis from Dragon Ball Super.
Oh yeah, I love Whis.
Mm-hmm. But he's very good at those type of charismatic, quirky characters.
Yeah. So the four head off to the ruins of the city, and basically the objective is to try to retrieve one of these units, and that will help Belock become a master blacksmith, like an ancient blacksmith,
ancient craftsman.
His voice actor is the same voice actor from for Troy from Solo Leveling.
Oh, cool. Yeah. That's right.
Yep.
That guy's too like level-headed for me to remember that he is him.
Right.
But after a couple of fights that happen, they're fighting a goblin. They're fighting golems, which are crazy that they're actually like mechanical. I was expecting whenever they said golems to be like more like elemental, and they weren't.
Right.
I mean, if you want to say metal's an element, but
true.
After they kind of kick that fight off, it turns out that Pencilgon and Kaido have been sitting there the whole time, kind of watching.
I think his name's Katsu.
I don't know. We've watched too many anime recently. Kaido is from Kagaguri. I've been rewatching that too.
Oh.
But so Pencilgon and I literally in my notes I would just list him off as pro gamer.
Right.
So they end up meeting up, and basically they're like, no, you've been avoiding us. You can't really ditch us now. So they all move into this big like underground bunker basically and start raiding it to try to find the right unit, which they do end up finding after another.
Emil finds it and wears it as a hat.
Which she's wearing it as a hat.
Turns out it is actually meant to be on your head, but
yeah, funny enough. So that's really where you get to see the ability for Belock, that she's going to be able to start making a lot of really cool weapons for Sunraku. And that is honestly something I'm really excited to see more of, is Belock actually going into it. And she takes a lot of pride in all of the work that she does. I love whenever she goes to tell Sunraku about like weapons that she made for him. And then after a little bit, she's like getting pissed that he's just like, thanks, here's the next thing I want you to make. She's like, you don't even give a fuck what I did to make this. Like, you don't want to hear about the process? He's like, no, just make this one.
He doesn't care about the lore.
No. We found that out in season 1 whenever he completely skipped the tutorial.
It's true.
Okay,
Very true.
To be fair, I also skip tutorials.
I do have a tendency to skip tutorials and explanations and things.
If tutorials are skippable, I'm not playing the tutorial.
No. I think
the last tutorial I had to play was Black Deserts.
honestly, I think like in the very beginning of this one, because normally we'll talk about the first 3 episodes and kind of how the anime started, and I kind of can't help but feel like the first couple episodes of this season were just kind of getting the party back together and getting them to be forced to move into the next piece, which is like kind of my favorite part of the beginning of this season, is the little meeting that gets held between all the clan leaders.
Yeah, I like that too.
So I'm still
Very
a little
meeting-
bit.
It was the meeting arc.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it took 2 full episodes, and it's like 2.5 episodes to get through.
Yeah.
So during this time is when, FS Zoo can start kind of trying to interrogate Sunraku about how to get to Rabbituza. Because originally he was going to try and keep that a secret. And then, of course, Animalia is like, yeah, we know about Rabbituza now. And it's now a common thing that people can take a quest for Rabbituza. But as soon as they get done with the quest, they get kicked out. She's like, I just want to know how I can keep going back like you do, to where you don't have to worry. You can come and go as you please. She's like, we just want a free ticket so that we can keep going. And if it was me, I would definitely side with what Sunraku did, where he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna like just hand out like information to a super unique scenario, and not only that, but one that benefits me like a ton.
Information is valuable.
Oh yeah, especially in a game like this where there's 33 million active players, and on top of it, the game is ever evolving. It is kind of wild though, because there's a show that I watched recently that is very similar to Shangri-La Frontier, but it's a little bit different. I do think it's kind of wild how time works. So in the other anime, which I'm struggling to remember right now, the in-game world, for one human day, it's 3 days in the game.
Oh, is this Sword Art Online?
No,
Is it like newer or older?
newer. I was watching
Another
it with
VR. It's another VR MMO.
I was watching it with
Anime?
Cody. I'll have to have him send me the name of it again.
Is it Beaufrey?
I'll have to look it up again.
Oh, Beaufrey was so good.
I agree. I want more Beaufrey.
I enjoyed Beaufrey so much.
But what do you guys think during this meeting? Do you think that Sunraku gave up too much information about Lycagon?
Yes.
No, I mean,
Yes.
maybe. I don't
Attack
know.
patterns are a very like if you're
For a
if-
boss battle, like a
if
head
they're
boss?
trying to-
Yeah.
if they're trying to do like a world's first and stuff like that.
Spoiler alert, it didn't matter anyway.
Right. But like giving away information in a competitive setting like that.
Is it competitive though?
I mean, it is. People
I mean,
are
a lot of
competing for
MMOs
bragging
are
rights.
most MMOs are very competitive. Like the top guilds
generally
fight for doing like the world's first runs and stuff like that, even in our MMOs. Like
Yeah, I mean,
knowing attack patterns and stuff like that is huge.
These 3 players have effectively become celebrities overnight by beating Weathermon. The entire game made an announcement that they beat it.
True.
So it's obviously like your reputation kind of carries a lot of weight in this game. But I kind of feel like he did what I would have done, honestly. Like I feel like he would have told the information out of like out of like a show of good faith, because he did hold a lot of other cards close to the chest during that meeting.
Oh, he's got a lot of information.
Yeah, he's got more information than most. So during this whole section where they're all kind of talking and trying to get information out of each other, the Attack Master and her clan want to start an alliance. The library is there, and the library just wants to kind of like collaborate on information, and they talk about a lot of what's going on with the Colossi, how many are known, kind of what triggers them, stuff like that. And then that's when Sunraku basically ends up giving them all the information that he has. And of course, Pencilgon has to gyp the library out of the professor specifically out of 100 mil, which I still have a hard time thinking of 100 mil was only 20% of the debt that she had.
Yeah, that's insane.
Pencilgon is a wild character.
Mm-hmm.
And
Especially because she's a famous like model. Like what?
Right? It is kind of cool though, because it's like, think about people like like Deadmau5. Deadmau5 is a huge house artist, yet he's like very well known for being really fucking good at PUBG.
I did not know that.
You didn't know he like competes in like PUBG tournaments and shit?
No.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's like super fucking good.
Who?
Deadmau5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Deadmau5 has a room in his house from one of the videos I've seen that's literally like 10 computers that are all like max stats, and each one of them has like a DSLR set up for a streaming system for playing tournaments.
That's cool.
Eh.
That seems excessive
there's-
as fuck.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, yeah. Just as a stupid piece of trivia, do you know why his name is Deadmau5?
No, I did not actually.
Whenever he was doing stuff like way back in the day, his room smelled really bad and they couldn't figure out why. It's because a mouse died in his fucking computer case.
Gross.
Right? But off to other animals. I do feel bad for Emil during this whole, I don't care what you guys say, I do feel bad that Emil got basically smothered into oblivion by Animalia. And
I feel
all
bad
the
about
other
that too. It's Sunraku's fault.
It is absolutely Sunraku's fault. Because all Animalia wants to know is how to get in and out of Rabbituza, which in turn would have done the same thing Sunraku did, but I would have been like, no, like I'm not giving you all this information anyway, which he kind of does it a little slightly. Which I figured Emil would be like, I'm not going to tell you shit.
Well, yeah, but it gets the pressure off of her if she does help.
Yeah, correct. She does too. I like how Siger 100 is like, yeah, she ran out of here like a piece of prey being stalked by a predator. And Animalia's like, I wanted to give her one last little huggle.
I'm with Animalia. Emil's adorable.
I mean, yeah, but
Emil is also a sentient being,
very correct.
at least in this setting. Like in this
So?
particular setting.
Jax
has
is adorable.
feelings.
I would give him cuddles.
Yes, and I would consent to it. The big thing is the consent part.
That's
Right?
fair.
Yeah. Emil had really no choice in the matter.
To be fair, Emil is just data, but still.
I mean, yeah, but no.
I mean, think about how sad it was when Set like fully
Setsuna.
moved on.
Yeah.
Remember how sad it was when Cade 6 died in the Destiny series?
Bro, stop. Kate
Uh,
Six is
Data?
an actual human. No. Oh, to us he was. I get it. Fair, you win.
I don't I don't Destiny. I just know that I didn't like it. That's all I know.
I don't know how, man. Best gunplay of any game I've ever played.
Agreed. And I know Jay-Z likes lore, so
Mm-hmm.
I had to bring up Cade 6, man.
You win. You won this one.
You win this round, Satan.
I've been
I
called
do
worse.
like lol.
Yeah, you have.
I call you daddy.
Ooh.
I said
do really
worse,
kinda
not
like-
better.
I do really like the next little bit that happens too, by the way, where like Sonraku kind of needs a break to kind of like wrap his head around everything, so he picks up another game that he used to play.
Nephilim Hollow.
Yeah, dude. It's what would you like consider that? It's like a Gundam game basically, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's the closest thing I could equate it to, but yeah, it's I do like Mold. Mold's really cool.
Well, I like him more in
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La Frontier, but yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. So
He's more of a
Sonraku's-
character there. He's basically just an assistant in
He's a scout.
Nephilim Hollow.
He's
Yeah.
a scout slash spotter, you know?
Yeah, but in Shangri-La Frontier, he actually has a personality.
He plays a support role in both games, and I kind of identify with that. Because
Right?
I, too, play nothing but support roles in every single game I play.
Yeah, that is facts. The fight though inside of Nephilim Hollow, dude, like first off, the first fight is great, which Sonraku's fighting against the number 2 player in the game and absolutely just whomps him.
Yeah, with he was still rusty and he just destroyed the number 2 player.
Yeah. And then he ends up going against Rust and dealing with the level 1 or the number 1 player in the entire game, who I do like her strat too, by the way, where she keeps the same Nephilim until it gets beaten.
Mm-hmm.
That's based as fuck.
It is.
Also makes it even funnier later, but
Oh yeah.
when, Sonraku ends up getting beaten, he's like, hey, like, give me a little bit of time, like, let me build a new mech. And he starts going through and finding all the brand new cores and like bodies and parts that they added. And they're getting Mold's confused at first. Like, why is he using like this? Why is he using that? Like, I don't understand why this is happening. Right, but that's
games
what
like
Sonraku
that,
does.
they play like most games they're meta chasers. Most people are meta chasers.
Right. I do like the strat though too, where it's like it's an all or nothing. Like, I either hit you with this or I'm gonna lose.
Right.
I love strats like that.
It's a very Sonraku strat too.
That's how
Originally,
I play
I
most
thought
D&D sessions too. Like most D&D combat encounters this is either gonna work or we're all dead.
Originally, I thought whenever he came out of his invisibility to go attack Rust, I thought his mech had the ability to travel through the building walls or something, almost like Wall Shadow in Yu-Gi-Oh. But I was very wrong. His mech just has the parts that are actually 2 in 1, so that way he can switch between modes.
Yeah, like interchangeable legs. But yeah, I also thought it was a teleport as well.
Mm-hmm. And then it's really cool whenever he ends up actually winning with that. And then immediately he's like, all right, cool. I'm going to go dip back to Shangri-La and we'll deal with a rematch eventually. And she's like, what do you mean? You just came back and rejuvenated the entire game and the entire player base. Because it was a big spectacle. It was huge how many people were there.
Pretty much every player in that game still was watching.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, all right, well, he's like, it gives you time to put your new mech together. And once you get your new mech, we'll go ahead and fight. And her and Mold just kind of look at each other and the new mech is just there. He's like, what the hell? It's like, yeah, we were bored waiting on the other mech to get killed. So we were playing around with ideas for a while. She already had a playlist of yep, we could use this one or this one or this one.
It was cool. It was really cool looking too.
Oh yeah, the second one was way cooler.
Mm-hmm.
I do think Sonraku just has that ability that wherever he goes, he just he's just naturally good at video games, but on top of that, he just has this big charismatic energy where people love to just test their abilities against him.
Right, he's the end boss of every game.
I will say I hate watching VR MMO animes because it makes me crave a good MMO game, and there aren't
any. One day.
I don't play MMOs. RuneScape ruined my life, and ever since that game, I have refused to get onto another one.
I'm hoping one day there's a good one.
I mean, didn't you get into WoW and shit?
I like WoW, but WoW's old.
Fair.
It's also a game better played with friends, and
right.
Jay-Z doesn't have.
You don't
want to
play with Saf?
I don't have friends.
At least friends that played WoW.
It's true.
You should get on Sea of Thieves so we can play with Aaron.
I'm not a pirate.
We are the pirates who don't do anything.
I stow away on people's ships and then blow them up.
I was gonna say, or in our case, blow up our own ship, just jumping around, swinging, and hit a damn gunpowder barrel. You some bitch.
Yep. Hey,
literally
it ended up okay.
Sank our ship right next to the outpost.
Yeah, we were right next to the outpost. It was fine.
I hate you so much. He killed my character, so I had to sail the damn boat all the way back. I wasn't there with him, just sitting there hey, I got all this stuff floating here.
Oh, I was dead too. I was right next to the explosion.
All right, we're getting off
Oh
topic.
yeah, you're off topic.
Your mom's off topic.
Wow, she still wants her underwear back. By the way, you son of a bitch.
Anyway, the whole
bad.
reason Rust is important is because her and Mold know some stuff about Shangri-La Frontier.
But they want information that Sanraku has too.
Uh-huh.
Because Sanraku knows about the mechs in the Inventoria.
Yes, sir. She's
So,
a mech freak.
If you don't remember this, after the Weathermon fight and Sanraku is able to access the Inventoria along with the other two who helped beat it, because they all share it now. Basically, he's like, look, I know that there's mechs in the game. She's like, no, there's not. I've spent so much time looking. And he was like, yeah, I can give you information on it. But he wants, because she has information on, what is it, Catharnid?
Yeah.
The octopus. Big ol' Leviathan.
Yeah. Catharnid of the Abyss.
Which, by the way, I don't remember if Aaron played in this one, but Jay-Z, what happened in that section of the show is what I imagine happened in our D&D campaign with all the elves underwater.
Oh, yeah. Very much so.
That's basically what I had in mind. So that's really cool. But we'll talk about that in a second.
When they first started talking about Catharnid, I was like, oh, I didn't know it was this type of anime.
Oh, no, I didn't even think about that. No, I did.
And now you can't unthink it. You're welcome.
Damn you. So, after that whole, after the whole interaction with, Rust and Mold, and they agree to meet within Shangri-La, I do think it's really cool that Sanraku sends a game invite to the Attack Master. That was actually, pretty neat, which I still love the fact that she still acts like a scared, shy girl as soon as Sanraku comes into the mix. Even around people like her own sister.
Everyone's afraid of her in game, yet she acts like a little excited girl when he's around.
Right? She always does the little finger. She does the little
finger thingy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Where you take your index fingers and you just kind of push them together nervously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does that. So they end up teaming up together so that they can try and clear a lot more in the Lightless Barrens. And
because he has to go through there to get to Fifticia, which is where you're going to meet Mold and Rust.
Fifticia.
And that's where an unexpected twist that none of us saw coming happens.
Da 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 da.
Ba, 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 ba. Lycagon.
Yeah, Lycagon. Let's go.
Well, as well as all of FF Zoo.
Animalia and SF Zoo.
Yeah.
And then Lycagon.
Right. Well, and it's actually kind of funny because they're there by accident because Siger Zero was trying to be cool and lead him on a shortcut that she's only traveled once and doesn't even fully remember.
Right.
And she ends up getting lost, and then they end up where FS Zoo manages to realize that they can cause Lycagon to spawn.
I do real quick like that she wants him to call her Ray now, but he's so focused in the game that he doesn't even realize that it's who she is because her name is Ray Saiga in real life.
Yeah.
I was really hoping to see them fight with SF0 or SF Zoo because that would have been a very cool fight because they were probably spec'd for a PvE match and not a PvP because they were prepping to fight.
True. Yeah. Yeah. It would have been a 2v 30 and they probably would have won.
Yeah.
I mean, Animalia is kind of a more powerful spellcaster though, with her ability to cast the curses that she can.
Yeah, the curses are interesting, but I don't think they would affect Sanraku.
No, probably not.
Because of Lycagon's mark.
But there is one little bit that I do really, really, really want to get into with this Lycagon fight. And this is where Sanraku has the realization as to what happened during his first fight.
Yeah.
was the clone that Lycagon has.
Boom, boom, boom.
So he finds out that Lycagon can actually use the shadows, which is why she's called the Night Stalker, to cause a clone of herself to go through into the shadow and attack at a moment's notice. However, it has limited attacks, is the thing. Is what he's noticed, is that it only uses like the same attack every time. So then he starts anticipating it, and as the fight keeps going on, he keeps anticipating it more and more and more. But then it breaks that. Like Lycagon uses a different attack, and then it makes him realize, like, oh, she can teleport too. Which the professor from the library does say Lycagon has been confirmed to be a girl.
Sooty.
So this is a pretty big moment because he even like kind of told the other clans, like, look, I don't really know what this attack was, but all I can say is that it killed me and I have no idea what it was. But now he can actually like put it out there and be like, yo, like, this is actually what's happening. And I didn't expect them to win that fight, honestly, but I also didn't expect that it wasn't actually Lycagon.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't the real Lycagon.
No, it wasn't the real one. It was its what was it? Its essence or its spirit?
It was basically just a clone, like a shadow clone. Yeah, the other one was an actual shadow clone because it only came out when the sun was, or the moon was gone, but it was also like a clone. I can't remember what they called it specifically, but that.
Well, it makes them winning that fight is huge because that's big for Saiger Zero, but also Sonraku's curse starts acting really funky during this part. You remember, like, the curse, like, evolves?
Yeah, after the Lycagon head thingy ate him.
Yeah. Yeah, the wolf's head appears, and then it eats him, and then it actually makes the curse worse, and now it added more scars.
Yeah, the scars got worse, but he can now wear armor for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's the weird part, which I love how mad B-Lock gets at him during this part.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because, like, the thing is that, like, he figures out that, like, he can wear armor now, but it breaks after a certain amount of time. So he's trying to figure out how long he has to wear stuff. And he goes back to Rabbituza and he's putting stuff on and just keeps breaking. And B-Lock's like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you using, like, all of this gear that's good? Use crappy gear to figure this out. He's like, I have to use better gear because I have to find out if it makes a difference. Because if better gear won't last any longer than crappy gear, you know what I mean? Like, he had to test it. I'm kind of glad it doesn't do that with his weapons too, though, you know? Because that would suck.
Right?
That would really
suck.
That would almost make the game, like, unplayable, especially with, like, some of the missions that they've had to do. Like, they have to do stuff for, like, 10 minutes at a time. But after that whole fight, which is really, really cool, then you end up running into the newest member of Rabbituza.
Yeah.
I truly didn't... I didn't think that they were going to introduce another person into the Rabbituza area so quickly. I figured it would take a while that Sonraku would still be the only one. So I was actually kind of shocked and not necessarily upset about it.
So when you find out who it is, it kind of makes sense, though, doesn't it?
I still don't know who it is.
So you remember in season 1 when he went and played that one?
You're right. You're right. It's the one who discovered the glitch. And,
yeah, like their first time playing it, they discovered a new glitch.
Right.
So like, yeah, I definitely understand them getting marked by another Colossi and then going into Rabbituza same way pretty quickly.
It also would make sense that they would see that she's got a Vorpal soul as well if she's got a very like similar mentality to Sonraku.
Right.
Okay, I guess I get it now. Because I was like, man, I don't know. But I also like the player because the player is very... I don't necessarily want to just say ambitious. but they're a very just wholesome player. They're just out to have fun and play the game and be a part of it.
Everything excites them. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm kind of similar though in a lot of games.
Yeah. I love when you find out that she wears the mask because she made her character model the exact same as what she looks like in real life.
She's like, yeah, you're not supposed to make it yourself, but he brings up why she wears a mask, and it's like, yeah, it's because I painstakingly made my face the same as my own without even realizing it.
Like, some people wouldn't care, but I guess...
Hilarious.
Right.
Just as a funny thing to add as well, I do love whenever they're at like the next part and they just like are telling Emil that she did such a good job of like getting them out of the situation with the area boss, and they just like won't talk about it. They're like, what did I do? What'd I do?
Oh, yeah.
It's similar to like the fast travel that they did in the one part of season 1 where they were moving through and they realized that they could drag it out for like another like 4 or 5 episodes to give them something to fight, or they could just fast forward and get us straight through to the next city and create like a fast travel animation. It's kind of similar. I feel like it was like a fight that would have been like
It didn't
kind
have
of
the
cool.
interesting animation that they did, but yeah, it was similar.
But I feel like that fight it was kind of like worthless. I think that's kind of a point where like the creators actually like kind of took into account, well, we just got done with a massive Colossi fight. Like we really don't need to go over the fight with the area boss because we just had a fight.
Yeah, well, and they're not going to stack up against Lycagon, so of course it's like, whatever.
Yeah, that's valid. Fighting a Colossi versus fighting like just an area boss is like they're completely different freaking sports. So that was still kind of a cool thing that I think that they did. Oh, it is 3 minutes. It's still insane. No matter the rarity, it's 3 minutes that his stuff breaks. It's fucking wild.
Yep.
That would suck so bad. Especially if you forget.
At that point, it'd probably be better just to have cheap gear that gives you like a boost in one stat that he wants, and then just have a bunch of it, so that every time it breaks, just put the next one on.
What do you think of the next interaction that we have with the game company? Because that happens right after the area boss fight that doesn't actually happen, and Pencilgon steals a bunch of weapons from
Schwarzwolf.
Schwarzwolf.
That was hilarious, by the way. Saw it coming, absolutely, but
Oh
still
yeah, that's why
hilarious.
she wanted the peace treaty, is that she had access to all of their fucking vaults and like armories and stuff.
But yeah, the game company. I love how the dude remembered his meds this time, but they weren't fighting.
Yep. He walked in and they weren't fighting. He's like, I need you to what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so I mean they do talk about the fact that Lycagon's stats were actually like nerfed a little bit.
No, they were buffed, weren't they?
Oh, sorry, yeah, buffed.
Yeah. So the one didn't know they were buffed. The other one brought up the fact that they buffed them, and then they fought again because they're like, "Oh no, how were they able to beat it then?"
Well, I mean, I feel like at this point, like those 3 are just on the radar of the gaming company at this point, because it's like, look, they already beat what was supposed to be an end game boss as the first Colossi to be defeated.
Well, the reason they weren't fighting was because the attack master was there. They're like, "Oh, makes sense," but then they realized that, the buff was the fact that there was 2 shades, instead of just 1. That was the buff, and that's what made them fight.
I do like those little cutaway interactions too, because it does show that like the game company actually cares about the game and like they constantly are talking about it.
Right, which that's like the big reason that the game is so good, because they're so invested in it.
it's still 100% evident to me that they have to either all have like a very big gaming background or they did a lot of consulting with like game creators, because this game is, or this show itself is just way too good and way too involved within like making an actual like gaming community come to life in a show.
Their use of terminology also is a very strong indicator that they have some sort of gaming background.
Mm-hmm.
I loved when Sunraku's like, "You're cooked, dude."
Yeah.
Right. I still have a hard time believing. So like when Mold and Rust end up meeting with Sunraku, they were talking about the way to get to Catharnid. And they were like, yeah, we were just like beating people up endlessly within the town, and then like we got offered a quest. And he was like, are you kidding? It's like, that's why whenever I came in here, you guys were just beating people for no reason. Mm-hmm. Almost felt like he must have been back with like Pencil gone again.
Right.
But then like they're talking about the great pirate Stewed. Turns out it's a little fucking kid.
Fucking Stewed.
I was like, oh, is this like young Luffy? Is that what this is?
He wishes.
Oh, just as a thing, I was watching one of those videos where it's like they were walking around a con, and it was like, what's the most overrated anime? And the one chick was like, man, you're going to hate me, but I'm going to say One Piece. She was like, the main character has no development, and the show has no direction, and I think it's horrible.
Terrible.
And I was like, I brought that up to somebody, and they were like, they've never watched the show, and they've only watched like shorts on YouTube. I'm convinced.
Yeah, they probably watched it through Reels. Like, come on now. But anyway, the real answer is Demon Slayer.
Facts. But then they end up getting invited to move on by Stewed, and then
Sorry, Cameron,
is absolutely hilarious when Stewed's crew shows up and there's 2 barrels that they delivery, and it's freaking Saiger Zero and freaking
Akitsu Akane.
Yeah.
Akitsu Akane might be my new favorite character.
I love Akitsu Akane, especially with the what is it, the replacement thing with the logs.
Yeah.
The ninjutsu substitution that she can do. Mm-hmm. Guys,
straight out of Naruto.
I can only do that if I have the item in my inventory, and I'm out of logs.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, when did I start watching Naruto? Did I click on the wrong show?
Right? The first time I saw the log appear, I'm like, oh shit.
Right? All I could think to do is go substitution jutsu. Mm-hmm. I do like her powers though, and I do like the like ninja
aesthetic.
No, like the class that she's running. Because you haven't seen really anybody run like a ninja style class. No. I mean, it's something you haven't seen yet in the show, so now I'll be excited. Because the only problem is she's a very low level. Ninja, so I'll be really excited. Awesome. I'll be really excited to see like what abilities she ends up going with, because the abilities will get better and merge and do things as you level up. So
if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Someone named Sunraku.
Right.
For 2/3 of the first season.
Right. Then he realizes, oh my God, like I could be so much stronger. Ooh. But they end up getting on the pirate ship and starting to move forward, and then the ship ends up getting taken out and dragged to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, because Catharnid shows up.
Yeah. Snags him. And that one is... That is still a bit of a mind fuck for me. The reason why I say that is because of the fact that there's a lot going on at this point. So the amount of players that are inside of this like underwater city, which they do explain to you that the ceiling is not the top of the water. the ceiling is the bottom of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it is that the city has been basically put underwater and then flipped upside down. So think of being like at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, upside down, where the ocean floor is actually the ceiling for you. And I know that there is the 4 boss battles that are going to need to happen before they can actually go to the like castle.
Mm-hmm. There also has to be the GCC competition that has to happen before that.
I know. So this is where a lot is happening because, again, refresh my memory because I want to call him Kaido.
Katsu
is in kind of a hard spot because he needs 2 more players for a gaming tournament that's coming up for a fighting game, which he kind of has a bit of an edge in because of the fact that he's been playing Shangri-La Frontier and the movement style and fighting style is made by the same company that made Shangri-La.
It uses the Shangri-La Frontier engine.
Right. The game they're playing, Galaxy of Heroes, is based on comic books and stuff in universe. There's a bunch of games from this series, but this is the first one made by what is their name? It's something with an O. The people that make Shangri-La Oasis, I think is what it's called, who made Shangri-La Frontier. So it's got the same VR system. So Katsu and therefore Sunny and Pencilgon have an advantage using the system, at least.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do find it really funny too that as they're going through and talking about it during like the downtime, like whenever they're prepping for the tournament, where he's like, "Yeah, did you guys read those comic books I sent you?" It's like, I skimmed them, or Pencilgon's like, "Yeah,
no."
Yeah, no. He's like, "I sent those to you for a reason. It explains how the character operates." Which
right,
I'll put it out there. I would absolutely play that game with the way it functions.
Oh, the game is sick.
It's like Injustice, but you actually have to care about what you're doing if you're a villain or a hero.
Right.
I would rather play Shangri-La Frontier.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
But if you're going to go play a fighting game based on superheroes and supervillains, acting out being a hero or a villain to fill up your ultimate gauge is pretty sick.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. That is pretty sick. I'll give you that.
Yeah, if you told me today, hey, we're all going to buy this and we're all going to go play it, I would absolutely buy it like right now. Yeah. But if you told me, hey, we're all going to buy Shangri-La Frontier, that's going to be hey, I'm going to like quit my job.
Right.
And I'm going to sell 3 of my organs so I don't need to leave my house. Because
so you'd sell your spleen, a kidney, and one of your lobes of your liver?
Mm-hmm.
I would absolutely sell my bladder.
Your bladder?
That's a necessary. That's a necessary organ, unless you're okay with
he's gonna be stuck in SLF, so he's gonna have a catheter in.
Right, exactly. I'm gonna be like sunless in every game that he touches.
Oh, you mean Retsu?
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Or Brubalus.
Woof. True.
Big facts.
There's no lifers.
Absolutely ruined Power World for me.
Yeah.
But it's still also really good that during that like gaming tournament section that Sunraku's like, well, I have a pro gamer and a international supermodel on the team, and their faces are still well known. Mine's the only one that no one knows what I look like. So when Pencilgon knocks on the door, he answers the door in a gas mask. Dude, of anything, I love what he did, and I also love her reaction even more.
I love that he stuck to the bit, though.
Yes.
That is...
I hated it at first, but like the fact that he stuck to it made it worth it.
It's very on brand for Sunraku.
It turned out it was supposed to be a joke at first, and then it turned into like well, I've already committed to it, so this is what we're gonna do.
That's what he does.
He is pretty stubborn when it comes to like committing to things, though.
So,
like the bird mask, like he has zero reason to wear it.
Committing to the bit, that was literally why I wore the pot on my head for the Halloween costume that one year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's actually
Because I
pretty
made a
good.
joke about it, and someone's like, "You should do that." I was like, "Okay, sticking to the bit, gonna do it."
Oh, I'm very excited for the Halloween party this year. Just putting it out there.
Always.
I've already dressed up as Steven, and now I just need to dress up like Jay-Z now.
I have no style, so. Good
No,
luck.
it's amazing. I'm gonna have to go buy some like really badass boots. I'm gonna need to wear like some clean jeans that I roll up a little bit, get a flannel, and then get like a cheap knockoff watch.
There you go. What are you talking about?
I was waiting.
You have better watches than I do.
For those, if you don't know me personally, I'm a big like watch person. I love watches and cologne. I don't know why. I just always have. Oh God. But anyway, so this whole section right here is kind of where I want to talk about my problem with this show. So we did completely graze over the fact that he spent 3 fucking episodes fighting those goddamn crystal scorpions again so that he can go try to capitalize on being able to like mine XP, but the devs figured out what he was doing, so they nerfed it to where they don't just like run off the fucking cliff anymore. So then he's spending all this time like bouncing in and out of the damn Inventoria, which is like my whole problem with this show. Is I told Jay-Z this whole season should have just been called Inventoria. Because that's the main place where he was.
It's kind of fair, actually.
Like, granted, yes, I get it's a resource that he can use, and he has to use mana so that he can go in and out of the Inventoria. But that's what he did for like 3 full episodes. And then in the middle of
version of combat logging, and I hated it so much.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole section just pissed me off so bad. I just felt like it was dragging that whole section. I do think it's really cool what he ended up doing. He ended up defeating the Scorpions. He ends up defeating after a long, crazy battle, which was really cool, except for the bouncing in and out of the damn Inventoria. He ends up beating the Gold Scorpion, which is a much more rare version, and it allows him to actually have B-Lock craft way more powerful weapons, which was really cool.
Yeah, and he goes from like level 79 to 99 plus, basically. I can't remember what it was called.
Well, 99 extend.
Extend, that's right. You have
Which
to beat
actually
something over
messes
level
with
100.
Yeah, messes with Siger Zero because she's like, I have been trying to get that, and he did it completely by accident.
Yeah, she had to have like a whole squad help her do it, and he did it by himself by accident.
Yeah, but he's also the parry master glass cannon.
True.
With an Inventoria.
I parry everything. Good anime, go watch it.
Right? Talk about that in a future date. But that whole section right there was a big issue that I had with this whole season. Was like they spent a lot of episodes kind of like focusing on one fight, and don't get me wrong, the fight was kind of cool, but they spent so much time in and out of the Inventoria that I feel like it took away from the fight. It does show Sunraku's ability to adapt and like figure out a way to get out of a scenario, but it also was really, in my opinion, kind of boring.
Right. It was still annoying, but even cooler and more interesting when he did it against the giant fish thing. Yeah, because he still did it, but like he had it attack.
You're talking about the King of the Sea inside of the city underneath the ocean.
Yeah, it's still
which
combat
was the last thing.
Though.
Right.
It's
true.
More or less combat
true.
Which is
true, but he had it. He had it do it so that it would reflect off the tower and hit itself.
Well, yeah, that's after he figures out that it uses that massive attack and the tower doesn't fall. And then he looks at it as he's moving quickly and realizes that it reflected and took out buildings in another direction.
It's like that one Moon Knight meme, random bullshit, go. That's literally what Sunraku did.
Pretty much.
Like, oh,
So I still think that whole section is going to be really cool in season 3 because they only have so many days to get it done, and they had to work out a schedule so that they could talk about when everybody could get on and find a decent like system for communicating with what all they were able to complete while the others were logged. So this whole like, I would say the beginning of the episode was good, or of the season was good. The ending of the season was good, but only like sections of the middle of the season were any good.
Well, when you say the ending of the season was good, do you mean by fuck them, they left us on a cliffhanger and didn't end anything? Instead, we're just about to do stuff in two separate places?
Because it makes me that much more excited for season 3, but it still makes me mad where they left it. So again, they're getting ready for a gaming tournament, and let's talk about this too. The chick who got brought in is like, hey, so we're pro gamers, they're not. What help are they going to be? And he was like, just play against them, see what happens.
Right. She gets smoked by Sunraku.
Yeah, and then Pencilgon smokes him, which is even funnier too, because she was basically holding civilians hostage.
I mean, she went full villain mode, which is very on brand.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what Pencilgon does. So she actually becomes very impressed by the fact that they walked in knowing nothing about the lore, knowing not much about the game itself, and realizing that she just got absolutely obliterated. Like, she realized then that they've got a bit of a chance, but like they've got to get better. Which I do think it's cool as well. The like Sunraku kind of like nerding out over the badass system that he has inside of his hotel room.
Oh yeah.
The like giant pod thing. Dude, if I could have that in my office, dude, I would so have one of those. I've also been stupid enough to say if I had the room, I would get one of those, like, what are they called? The scorpions?
Oh yeah, those things are sick.
They're sick as fuck, but I have been watching a lot of reviews that people are like, yeah, this thing's like super cumbersome and kind of annoying to use. But they're badass. They're really cool. I saw somebody selling one on like Marketplace for like half off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he must have really not liked it or realized that it takes up, like a 10-foot area of a room.
True. Very true.
Because they're fucking huge.
They are. But I feel like I would love gaming in that, like, situation.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be really cool. But, yeah, so because they only have the 7 days, it kind of messes with Sunraku because he realizes that he's got to be in this tournament, and the tournament could go for like a day or it could go for a while. So he's like, hey, like I'm going to be kind of restricted. But then he also remembers that he can get into Shangri-La from that like cool ass gaming unit that he's got in his hotel room. So he has a little bit more access than he thought he had.
Yeah, and he skipped their morning meeting because he was too busy playing SLF.
Yeah, he was fighting the Great King of the Deep.
True.
Like, literally, like, in a boss battle in an area of a colossi.
Turns out their opponent was doing the same thing.
She's trying out Shangri-La. She's never even played it.
Right, but, like, she slept through their morning, her team's
whole
morning
practice
training, yeah, because she was playing SLF.
Yep. Which she is like a prodigy, essentially, is what they've declared her as. Like, she showed up out of nowhere, like, defeated everybody at her first tournament, and, like, picked up, like, immediately.
Oh, yeah.
She
destroyed Katsuo, who supposedly has, like, an 80% win rate outside of against her and Sunraku, because he only has a 60% win rate against Sunraku.
Yep. Which, I'll be honest, I feel like it's lower because every time you've seen those two fight, like, Sunraku's won. So unless they're just not showing you, like, really how much better he is at certain games. I mean, granted, 60% is close to 50, so it's almost a half and half. But
well, we're also only seeing them fight in the trashiest of trash games, which Sunraku is the trash king.
I mean, that's a very fair statement.
And Sunraku would probably also win in SLF because he's a much higher level.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, yeah, because he lost 50 levels.
Well, even before that, Sanraku was a higher level because he started before him. But yeah, Katsu had to go
just a
fishing
little
again.
bit before. But the other big part of it is like he was having a lot more issues than Sunraku was whenever they were like mining XP in that like fishing area, that cave in season 1.
Which he had to go back to in season 2.
Yeah, because he needs to regain a shit ton of levels.
Poor Katsu.
Right. But then we have to break into the fact of how the season ended, which I'm still a little heated over, man. Because first off, fuck Katsu's
Manager.
freaking manager. Fuck that guy. Like, I don't even understand how that.
It's more his
smart
sponsor.
move.
It was more his sponsor.
Yeah, but his manager let it fly.
Needs kicked in the nards.
But the manager let it fly. The manager should be there.
Yeah,
to
but they were
going to
lose the sponsor if they didn't do it. So
it's also
more
not
on
their
the
fault that they
sponsor.
had a fucking player drop out.
Right. And it's not even his like preferred game type. It was a shooter.
Right. That's like telling like Honeybee Commander to end up going and playing Call of Duty. Like, I don't get it. Or like Counter-Strike. Honeybee Commander is one of the best Injustice and Mortal Kombat players. He's like the best Flash in Injustice.
I knew you were going to say Flash. I just knew it.
Yeah. That's one reason why I
probably
watched
just
him a
pushes
lot.
people. Just shoves them.
Oh no,
That's all he
dude.
does.
Dude, I'll send you videos of Honeybee Commander. He's bananas. And then like Sonic Fox is like one of the best like side scroller fighting game players of like all time. I was really, really, really into professional side scroller fighting games for a while. Mortal Kombat, Injustice specifically.
Interesting.
That tracks. That makes sense.
Yeah, I would actually like people to play those games with again because I have like strats I never got to try.
I was never very good.
I was a button masher.
I started for a while there. I would start taking. You have like an avatar thing that you can have where it's like a bot, and you can set like their aggression and whatnot. And I started like watching the bot battles, and I would watch the combos that they use that were like absolutely broken. I still don't know how they can do certain ones. Like then I figured out that you can actually cut buttons out. So like you can start a combo, and in mid combo you can cut a button out. So like if it was down back X back down back X, you could do down back X back X, and it would still do it. So you could like cut buttons out, and it would still do the same combo.
Huh.
It's weird how it worked. I don't know if they ever fixed that, but that was definitely a thing that I realized was something you could do.
I mean, you could also just set up macros.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to do that. That's lame.
It is lame. Very lame. It's like using the inventory.
Right. It's like using the Inventoria.
I would argue the Inventoria is worse.
Yeah.
The Inventoria offers a temporary invuln.
Yeah, but macros aren't actually in the game like the Inventoria is.
I don't know if you necessarily call that a macro. I would figure it's just like a programmed, like, I don't necessarily want to say activity, but like programmed action he can take.
Yeah, I'm saying that is a function of the game for him to be able to use the Inventoria. You programming a macro is not in the game.
I mean, all it does is it creates the signal that you've done all 3 inputs or 4 inputs.
That's lame. That's lame. That's not a fighting game.
I agree, but I would say that is less egregious than using a temporary invuln by going into your Inventoria.
Yes.
That's like,
that's like pausing the game all the time.
Combat logging is the stupidest thing in existence. The amount of people that used to combat log in MMOs is ridiculous.
It's kind of like shadow stepping every time you're about to get hit, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes,
I feel like shots just got fired, but I don't know where they're fired from or at, but I feel like I just heard it.
Random bullshit, go.
Pretty much.
Just to talk about the bullshit real quick. So his manager calls in the middle of them going over a big meeting about how the gameplay is going to go. And the manager basically says, hey, one of the sponsors just called. They had a player fall out of a different game that's playing at the same tournament. We need you to step out of the game you're going to play and go play in this game for the world championship. The other game is just more or less an exhibition.
It's just a preview of the game.
So yeah, because the game isn't out yet.
Technically, the other thing is way more important.
I mean, it is. But
I
as
would
we talked
rather
about, it's not
fight
even
in an exhibition match than a championship match.
Well, also, it's his secondary game style or game type for a world tournament. Like he prefers fighting games.
I would rather fight in an exhibition match than a championship match because the stress of the championship match is going to be astronomical.
Well, I'm pretty sure the stress of this exhibition match is astronomical because of who it's against.
That's okay. That's valid. That's valid and
very
fair.
valid.
The unbeatable Sylvia Goldberg.
But I do like how the group itself actually like kind of comes together with Sunraku kind of heading the whole thing, being like, "Hey, you can still make it. Like,
we're just gonna stall."
Yeah, he's like why are you even fussing over this, dude? Like, we'll just troll them.
Kind of. It's a very, very, very specific series of wins and losses that draw the game out as long as possible. And they also said that they have to let every round go like all the way through. Like they can't like finish a round early. They've got to like bleed it.
Yeah.
So that means not only do you need to win, you also need to manage to hold off, even if you are winning, to not win too fast.
Well, you also have to, because it's 3 rounds. Well, it's best of 3. So you have to let them win the first one.
You have to control the tempo of the game from the very beginning. If you don't if they don't gain the tempo of the match at the very beginning, it's game over.
Yep. And it's to buy him enough time to finish out his game and basically beeline to the other side to take his seat, which that was also in anticipation of the other team's best player being the anchor, and they're not. They're in the 3rd seed.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how that plays out.
Is it Sunraku who's playing?
I don't know who's going to be 3rd. I don't know. I hope so for their sake, but I don't know.
If it's anyone other than Sunraku, I don't think they're winning.
No.
I don't think Pencilgon would do it.
I don't think Sunraku is going. Like, I don't know if Sunraku will be able to win, but I think Sunraku.
I think he has the best chance.
Has the best chance. Yeah.
So
it's definitely not Meg.
Oh no. I mean, she's decent, but like the problem is like
she lacks the confidence that Pencilgun has. I think if she had the confidence that Pencilgun has, she'd be a lot better.
Right. And I don't think Pencilgun wins. I think she only destroyed Sunraku because of the mental game she plays with Sunraku.
And that's only because she knows Sunraku.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't think he wins. I think he survives long enough for Katsu to get there. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes in a couple years.
I'm definitely excited for season 3 to come out now because this season was a little bit of a letdown, but also still pretty good. I would definitely say it's a recommend just as a fact of like to hopefully continue the story. Okay. Obviously you're not going to start here, but I think after you watch season 1, you'll be excited.
I'm going to go against what everybody else said, and I'm going to say that this is actually a rewatch.
Really?
I enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it, but like not anywhere near season 1.
I thought it was different than season 1, but that didn't make it any less better. Like, that didn't make it any less enjoyable than season 1.
I want to see Sunraku and Rei get more time together. I want to see that actually
want him to
go
figure
somewhere.
out who the hell it is.
Yeah, but I want to see it go somewhere, man. Like, I'm so tired of this.
Oh,
Like,
it's kind of one-sided though.
it is, but it might be something that he's
stay that way.
I'm wondering if it could be something along the lines of like it's something he doesn't know he's missing.
I'm rooting for Pencil Gun and Sunraku.
Never gonna happen.
I can't see it happening.
Never gonna. You know what would be funny though? His little sister's in love with her, so that would be funny.
Right?
That's why he doesn't want to show his face. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want her to immediately fall head over heels.
But Megan K though, man.
Yeah, obviously, K is a dummy.
He's not a dummy. He's oblivious.
Same thing. Very oblivious. Even Sunraku sees it, and that's something.
Pencil Gun, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Yep.
Because he's just as oblivious.
I was like, is he? And then I was like, oh, right. Yeah, he's oblivious.
So I feel like we're going to be switching gears quite a bit, though, moving into our next show.
Oh.
Our next show is a banger, isn't it?
Yes.
So this is one that I have not seen. After Shangri-La Frontier Season 2, we are moving directly into Frieren Beyond Journey's End.
You are in for a treat, my friend.
This is a banger.
This one already has the possibility, like it's potentially already in my top 10, maybe top 5 after a season 2, and once it ends, it's possibly top 3. And that's if it continues as good as it is.
If the second season is as good as season 1, this will be in my top 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If season 2 is as good as season 1, top 5 already. It's that good.
It has some of the most, and I hate to use this phrase, the most Oro farm.
Not even on purpose. Like,
no, quite literally, free run Oro farms.
She farms Aura, yeah. Got it. But we'll talk about this more in the episode where we actually watch it. But it should have been Anime of the Year, but whatever.
I mean, to be honest with you,
talking about overrated anime. Solo Leveling?
I'm excited for the next season of Solo.
You know we love Solo Leveling, but yes.
I'm a fan. Please, you guys, if you do want to see any specific shows that we will talk about or watch together, please throw those in the comments or anything at all that you would like us to change around, anything that might make the show better for you guys. We enjoy just talking about all the shows and kind of going on over everything, and we enjoy everybody who's willing to take a listen. If you don't, that's okay. We're not for everybody.
We still love you.
I don't, but...
Awkward.
Awkward.
But is there anything else you guys want to bring up or talk about before we close this one out?
Not really. I think I've said all that I've wanted to say.
I do want to mention the fact that we didn't talk about Araba at all. But he's awesome, the shark guy.
Oh, that's fair.
Poor
Araba.
Araba.
Like the merman.
Yeah.
He's a merman. Because he's not a mermaid, because those are women. Yeah,
but
he was
okay.
He's
we'll
a good character.
We'll see more of him
I would
next
say
season.
I would say he helped make this season worth it for me.
He was great. Apparently not great enough for you to talk about him during the actual episode, though. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things, man. It gets lost in the monotony of scorpion fights.
You were too worried about the Inventoria to talk about him.
I know. The Inventoria just made me so mad.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the fucking... Oh, the thing that he uses from the Inventoria.
Oh,
the helmet.
Well, he uses the helmet, but he also uses the
fire
like a pterodactyl thing. Yeah. Oh boy.
I forgot that he had that. He used that during the Lycagon fight.
Yeah, to keep the moon out so that the second shade wouldn't appear.
Well, I guess us forgetting to talk about those types of things does kind of help out for not giving 100% spoilers for those who actually.
If anybody's still listening, there you go.
If they are, I don't know why they are. We're not that interesting.
I would like to give you a belayed spoiler alert. Belayed spoiler alert.
Also, Aramis reminds me of Nianta from Log Horizon.
Look, I just want to have him live at my house, okay?
Did you say Log Horizon? Yes. Yes, absolutely. I love Log Horizon. I wish it would continue.
Yep.
I'm out of logs in my inventory, though.
But it won't.
It's all in your imagination.
Whatever. I do what I want.
But, all right, you guys. Thank you so much for those who stuck around, listened to our shenanigans and hoot and honey. Thank you for stopping in for another episode of the Binge Watch Brigade covering Shangri-La Season 2 on this one. Getting ready for Freerin Beyond Journey's End. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. You guys have a great night.
Love you. Bye.
Deuces.